Taurus, how you doing? Welcome to your energy tarot reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 20th to the 26th of January, moving into Aquarius season. So obviously we're moving gradually towards your birthday season, coming into autumn season here. So you might have certain reflections about what's been happening over the past year. If you've been paying attention to the energy updates that we do on the channel, you'll know the elements that we're going to be going into. And these elements bode very well for you, Taurus, this coming week through the vibrations. But in the meantime, let's just bring up your cards here and we're going to go through the messages that we're getting from the cards. Let's just see what's going on for you, Taurus. There's a lot of power that's coming from within you. There is no doubt about it. A lot of strength here. On the relationship side, it's the karmic path and the synchronicities with the world around you on this section here. So you've got your karmic path here. Here you've got the synchronicities, the connections with other people, the super subconscious connections with the energies that are around you. It's very, very passionate. There's a really deep energy there going on. In the past there, it's settled. That's what it seems like, more than anything else. It's settled. And in your future self, it's wavering in multitudes of different areas. It's not fixed. It's like it's searching. And I think this is where the passion here seems to be coming in, where it's building very well for your future, but you've got to get passionate about it before you can get the direction. That's the feeling I get out of it. Within the relationship, spiritual, emotional side of life, and your engagement with the world, with the relationships and emotions and so forth, it comes down to here. It comes down to this section here. It plays within this section here, really, between these lot. I think you're enacting something that deep within you more than anything else. Okay? And the overall energy is that really strong. The strength is within you. Yes, look at that. You get the Three of Pentacles. Good quality. I think you've got to start recognizing the qualities you have within you. And in order to recognize the qualities that you have within you, sometimes you need to recognize the bad things. And maybe that's a little bit of that's going on at the moment. There's a real sort of bringing your strengths to the surface by recognizing your weaknesses within you. You don't have to necessarily show that to the outside world, but I think there's recognizing the weaknesses within you and you could be vulnerable. Being vulnerable a little bit, I think, is going to help you to grow. And it's going to show as well the greater strength within you. On your karmic path, 10 of Wands. Yeah. 10 of Wands. Yeah, I think you've got to dig deep. I think you've been on a very long emotional path as in regards, and yeah, I think you've transformed enormously in regards to emotions, relationships, friends, family, lovers, what have you. I think you have this inner depth that you need to explore here. I don't think you're carrying too much. I think the karmic path here is like, I've got all these things going on. I know I've got all these good and bad within me, like everybody, and it's like you want to shed a bit of that at the moment. That's what you're sort of preparing to do. On your connection to the universe or the synchronicities, and synchronicities and the people and the coincidences that are around you, get the Wheel of Fortune. I think once you do this work, I think energy is really going to back you up. We saw that in the energy update. The elements that are coming through in the energies at the moment really bode well for you. So I think if you allow yourself to be vulnerable, every day's a school day, as it were, but allow yourself to be, open up the heavy stuff within you and, connect that to the energy that is around you. I think energy is going to have your back more than anything else. On your past, you have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, as I said, I think you've been through a great transformation. I don't feel anything bad in here at all on the relationship side. I feel a lot about personal growth within you. And I think you can rely on, good relationships that you've connected with other people in the past. In your future self, yeah, you get the Moon card. Yeah, you are. You're in searching. You're searching. You're exploring the underbelly of life. There is no doubt about it. And in how should you engage in this week here? You get the Nine of Swords. I don't think it's to do with anxiety, sleepless nights. I don't think that's how you should be engaging it. What I would do is, I think you need to engage in that some stuff that is just a little bit heavy for you, which is helping you to realize your inner strengths, your true inner strengths within you. And I think energy is going to help you enormously to do that this week. And it will provide, or it will show you your inner strengths, and people will recognize it. And I think that's going to help you give a new dynamic aspect to your relationship and emotional side of life. Let's just see what's going on the financial sort of side. Karmic path is working to a plan. It's pushing to the future here. Everything seems to be playing out in this section here. It's all about how you engage in the world on a daily basis, on the here and now. And I think this is where you can bring your strengths to the fore. It's that way of that persistence that you have within you when you're working, that consistency that you need to really engage in. It's a real strength of yours. And it's maybe slow, but it's very productive. It's not missing any corners here. And it's really getting the finer detail of getting a plan in place. And the universal energies, yeah, that plays into there as well. I think once you start enacting this plan and really living it like this is, you know exactly what's going on. I don't mean fake it to make it. It's not what I mean, but I mean it's more of a sort of a case of just realizing the strengths that you have within you and how good you can be, and allowing that to play out in your life. Once it plays out in your life, I think this is where it's going to encourage other people that comes within you. And then in your past self, it plays into this. It's playing to your strengths that you know you already have. You may have set up a business, you may be on a career path, you may be doing a project, whatever it is, you've already done a lot of that work, and that's the strength within you. You know you can do it. And in your future self does sort of like play into this path. It's opening up into a great future for you. But it does play into, it depends on how much strength you put into it. How much sort of you own the situation, and your future, and the way in which you engage it is really that sort of like being, yeah, this is exactly how it's got to be. Sort of, knowing it more than anything else. Two of Wands, yes, I'll just check that, make sure it's right. Two of Wands, working to that plan. And it may well be involve travel and stuff like that. It may be on your karmic path. I think it's also traveling in the way of getting more success more than anything else. And once you start doing that, you get the connection with the universe, or the connection with the synchronicities and so forth, and the super subconscious. You get the Page of Wands. I think you're bringing a lot. Once you do act as if sort of saying this is what it's got to be, and have that confidence and hold that confidence and be very consistent, very strong about it, which you're very good at, I think this is going to encourage people to invest in you, or invest in your idea, or invest in what you're doing. Really, really good. In your past self, you get the Emperor card. A lot of strength is within you. This is exactly what I was sort of saying. What you've done in the past will be part of your strengths of your coming future. In the future self, you get the Three of Cups. Yeah, I think this strength that you're holding on to is going to really ring true, because you're being very strong about it. And I think you're going to bring a lot of people into your world that bring you a lot of attributes. It may be that someone comes in that helps, because you're being very confident about life, that they come in and they open up a door for you. How should you engage in life at the moment? 6 of Wands. Yeah, I think this is beautiful for you, really. Your inner strength coming to it, coming to the fore, connecting with other people because of the way you're passionate about life. And once you start really acting as if, not acting as if, because you do own it. That's the thing. You don't have to act as if you own it. You own it, Taurus. So let's just see what's going on. Yeah, let's just see what's going on with your elements at the moment. Let's just bring up your Astroflower. And if you had been, if you'd seen the energy updates, you would have known we're going to be talking about earth and fire. So we got your flower in front of you here. First thing you'll notice is that your surface here, you've got earth energy, and then you got your fire at your base. This is perfect for the energy at the moment. And I think once you start really stepping into a role that is about you and being in your strength, not only will you on your relationship expose your weaknesses, so then therefore you can then make them stronger. You can make yourself stronger. There's a real progression to be had on the relationship side. And we can see that down here because you've got that sort of fixed earth and fire, which is totally you. And we get that with the Wheel of Fortune. When you are you, and when you expose those weak sides of yourself, to yourself maybe, this is when energy is really going to help you. And on your karmic path, you get this cardinal earth and fire, which is totally within that energy as well. And this is helping you to take that direction with all the attributes that you do have. They're the main two connections, so we're going to be pulling some cards on there. On this side here, the main sort of fire-earth connection for me is this section here between the 6 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. So we're going to be sort of seeing what that 3 of Cups is bringing into your life as you sit within the power of who you are. So let's just bring your cards back up. Let's start off with the 10 of Wands, shall we? 10 of Wands, you get the Knight of Wands. Yeah, I do think this is a passionate journey within you. And it's all about how you engage in observing the darker side of yourself more than anything else. The darker side of yourself. And then you get the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, you don't have to show it to everyone. You don't have to show this investigation that you're doing within you. I think, it's some things are good to keep to oneself. It's a self-learning process I think you're going through. Yeah, and you're getting lots of answers with the 8 of Wands. You're starting to examine the depths that are within you. And sometimes it's a bit murky. But when you do, the energy that brings in the Wheel of Fortune is bringing in that Ace of Swords. Ultimate victory. There is a certain degree of where, because it's the swords, it is a mental sort of thing going on here, because maybe mentally you've understood something with the 9 of Wands, 9 of Swords. You're understanding a certain side of you that you may not have understood. And energy, once you do that, energy is going to back you all the way and bring you some great victories. And you get the Queen of Wands with it as well. This opens up the idea of magic, manifestation, enjoying the moment, really starting to explore things. And you get the strength. It's going to be paying back to you. If you allow yourself to see the darker side of yourself, that's when you're going to suddenly start opening up and knowing even greater your strengths on your relationship side. And I think this is going to put a new slant on all relationships or spiritual practices or energy that is within your life. It's going to make you engage a lot more. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. Let's just see what's going on this section here between these two here with the 6 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. You get the Star card. Yeah, it's possible that someone is coming in and helping you to realize your ultimate goals, basically, your ultimate dreams and ultimate happiness by the looks of it. 10 of Cups, someone's coming in and they seem to be, I think it's because you are holding that space, holding that presence. When you do, people are going to get passionate about what you are doing. And when they get passionate about what you are doing, they're going to help you to progress because it's going to help them to progress. And I think that's where the Three of Pentacles really does come into it. And then you get the Well card, complete and utter new dimension, new paradigm for you to go into. It's like you are coming up to this, you've been going up, working hard and etc. And you're trying to, you've started your business and you want to get your business to a certain threshold before you start investing in other things. I think that's what's happening here. And I think once you've got that clear plan to go forth, this is where you're going to be able to bring other people, maybe investors, into your life. That's going to help you out enormously to get to your ultimate goals of where you should be going and what you should be doing. So there you go, Taurus. Thanking you very much for being here with us. Really do appreciate it. I hope you get the best out of these readings. Thank you for all the support you give to us on this YouTube channel, through all the system of the YouTube, because YouTube certainly don't give us the support. I'll see you on the energy updates or any other videos that we do on this channel. But in the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.